The Sigma male is a very uncommon creature. He is not simply more intelligent than the typical man. In addition to this, he is more analytical and strategic. He is not frightened to go after what he wants since he is aware of what he wants. Their existence is not without its share of ups and downs. They have to be as resourceful and hardy as possible in order to survive in this harsh world. However, just because they have a lot of noteworthy qualities doesn't mean that they don't have any. You can consider Sigma males to be easy prey due to the fact that it appears as though they do not follow the rules. They do, however, play by their own rules, and they usually come up victorious in the end. You should be aware of the challenges that Sigma guys experience in their lives on a daily basis, despite the fact that they may give the impression of being ideal men. Number 1. They are subjected to an unfair evaluation. A Sigma man is aware that others will frequently form opinions about him based on those opinions. Sigma males are aware that this cannot be avoided and make an effort to brush it off. However, this does not mean that there are not instances when it is painful. They are not concerned with what others think of them, but they do not appreciate it when others pass judgment on them without having any basis for doing so. They do not necessarily come out as unfriendly or distant. They are simply reserved because to the fact that they have been burnt in the past. Sigma guys take a while to warm up to new people. When they do ultimately realize it, it's difficult for them to not get it. They are frequently put in precarious circumstances in which their confidence is taken advantage of, which causes them to become more guarded than they have ever been. Number 2. They frequently have trouble forming meaningful relationships with other people. Sigma men are not the most sociable of creatures, and when it comes to finding a mate, they can be rather picky about what they look for. They frequently have a difficult time finding someone who can match them academically as well as emotionally in terms of intensity. There are a sufficient number of women who pursue them, but not all of them are deserving of their attention. Men of the Sigma fraternity do not believe in settling for just any lady. They seek a partner who is on the same level as them, which can be challenging to discover. They hold themselves to extremely high standards, and they will not compromise those standards for anyone. They dislike having to invest time and effort into dealing with people who don't contribute anything to the conversation. Number 3. The majority of people do not get their jokes. Because of the manner in which they express themselves, Sigma guys are sometimes misunderstood. They enjoy bantering with one another and using their cleverness as a method to engage with others, but not everyone is able to appreciate their sense of humor. Sigma men frequently have the impression that they are communicating in a secret language that is only understood by other members of their fraternity, which may be problematic in social settings because it makes it more difficult for others to comprehend what they are trying to convey. Because of this, it can be difficult for them to connect with other people, which can be very irritating for them. In spite of this, over the course of time, people will begin to pick up on their jokes and realize that they are not straightforward jokes. People who like to utilize comedy as a technique to interact with the outside world are actually quite astute and bright as they appear. Number 4. They lead a challenging way of life. Sigma guys are determined to achieve success in anything they set their sights on. This indicates that there are a significant number of long hours spent either working or studying. They do not always have time for a social life because of the busy schedule. They are not the sort to go out drinking or party all night. Oh, when they do, it is usually extremely pricey. They are not the kind of people who stay out late. They would much rather invest their time and resources on activities that are of a higher priority. Because of the way they live their lives, Sigma men are frequently misunderstood. People have the impression that they take themselves too seriously or that they are unable to have fun. However, when you have spent some time getting to know them, you will notice that they are no different from everyone else. Simply put, they follow a completely different way of life. Number 5. They often have an air of superiority about them. Sigma males typically have a high level of self-assurance in their skills, and they are quite clear about what it is that they desire. This may give the impression of arrogance to those around you at times. Even while they are not usually the most humble of individuals, this does not necessarily mean that they are not sincere. They frequently set high expectations not only for themselves but also for everyone around them. Nevertheless, this self-assurance can also serve as a source of power. It gives them the confidence to go after the things they desire, even when they are afraid, and it provides them with the additional drive they need to succeed. When others may have given up, you must not. Number 6. Females who are unable to comprehend them. People frequently miss the point of what a Sigma man is trying to communicate. They are continuously reminded of the importance of engaging in social interaction, despite the fact that this is not the exclusive focus of life. Because Sigma males don't always conform to the conventional expectations of what a man should be, they frequently have the experience of being misunderstood by those of the opposing gender. Although they are powerful and self-reliant, this does not imply that they do not desire or require love from others. They simply look for things in a different way than we do. Women who are able to comprehend this and appreciate them for who and what they are will not only win their hearts but also keep them for a significant amount of time. Sigma men are aware of the fact that they stand out from the crowd, yet they celebrate this distinguishing trait of theirs. They don't make an effort to blend in or imitate others simply because doing so would be simpler. They believe that being distinct and original is the key to their future success, thus they strive to distinguish themselves from others. Number 7. They are highly picky about the people they allow into their circle of friends. You won't see Sigma males mingling with just anyone since they only associate with those who are either on their level or who elevate them in some way. You could be concerned about being friends with them because you don't want to be judged, but that's not what they are about at all. They aren't interested in that at all. Simply put, they are quite selective about the individuals with whom they associate themselves. Sigma guys are extremely selective about who they accept into their lives. If you are fortunate enough to make a buddy, you will always have someone by your side who cares about you and wants the best for you. They place a high emphasis on their friendships, and they are able to find the humor in every circumstance, even if it would be stressful under other circumstances. Number 8. They despise having orders given to them. Sigma men dislike being told what to do in any situation. They want to be able to make their own choices and steer their own course through life. It is of the utmost importance that they are not directed or controlled by another individual in any way. They would sooner go away from the situation altogether than allow themselves to be coerced into performing something they do not wish to undertake. Because of this trait, Sigma men are frequently referred to as being rebellious. They are unconcerned with the opinions of others and are ready to defend their convictions, even if it requires them to act in a manner that is contrary to the general consensus. This may provide them with challenges in life, but it is also what sets them apart and contributes to their success. Number 9. They dislike being restrained in any way. Sigma guys are not frightened of committing to something, but they despise the feeling of being hemmed in or restricted in the things they may accomplish for themselves. And a few more. When it comes to their jobs and their personal lives, it is essential for them to have a sense of autonomy and independence. They will fight back against anyone who makes an attempt to limit them in any way in order to protect their freedoms. Sigma guys are looking for companions who can share their lives without putting restrictions on what they can accomplish or where they can go. They enjoy having someone in their life that is encouraging without being overbearing. If someone attempts to hang on too tightly, it could be the end of the relationship for Sigma males since they would prefer be alone themselves than feel confined in the relationship. This is something that they deal with on a very regular basis, but it is also the reason why they find up in partnerships that can be quite satisfying for both persons involved. If you are a Sigma male yourself, or if you know one, don't judge them for their lack of conformity and refusal to follow social norms. Instead, understand that they are unique individuals who have an innate need for freedom and individuality. This can make being in the world of Sigma males challenging, but it can also be really rewarding. Because they will never adjust their behavior to satisfy the expectations of others, it is possible that they may not get along with anyone in their immediate environment. But on the bright side, there is at least one person in the world who is aware of their background.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.